Welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. There are so many ways an election is stolen. And I want to explain to you the tactics so that we'll be able to understand how to deal with this government that, number one, has money to buy, has platforms for misinformation and disinformation. Like now, I have been telling you Kasongo is very cunning. Is a schemer and a planner. It only takes people like Gashawa to tell you how to deal with this man, because they have previously worked together. He understands the tactics they used to win the Mount Kenya votes. Number one tactic they used is manipulation. They manipulated the people of the Mount Kenya region against their very own leader, Uhuru Kenyatta. They stage managed happenings. They stage managed bloggers, bots, to disinform the public against Uhuru Kenyatta's government. This time round, they have employed a different tactic because they have the power and the platforms. Election can be stolen in several ways. Number one, you heard that there is no vetting henceforth in the northern region, meaning people can be mobilized from another country, Ethiopia, Somali. They be brought to Kenya, about, let's say, 1 million people, because they have capacity, they have the money. Your money is being stolen right, left, and center, and there's nothing you are doing about it. Mtu anaipa pesa, he comes tomorrow, you celebrate him. This is the only problem we have with Kenyans. Or this is the problem I have with Kenyans. You know very well this one is a thief. Today he steals. You have evidence he has stolen. He comes tomorrow, he gives you the very same money he stole from you. You begin shouting and clapping how good this person is, how caring this individual is, just because you've been given the very same cash that was stolen from you again. So one way is to allow ghost voters from other countries. Number two, William Ruto as well understood that the Ukambani region is completely gone with Kalonzo Musyoka. Amejua the Mount Kenya region is completely gone with DCP Rigathi Gachagua. He knows the Gusii region is completely gone. It will never be voted in. He knows Western region is completely sinking and disappearing with the DAP Kenya, where Eugene Wamalwa is the party leader. Ruto knows very well, in Luo Nyanza, they won't vote him. Leave alone going. Those individuals will not vote William Ruto in 2027. A real Luo here can tell you what I'm talking about. A real Luo who understands politics can tell you, can give even 100 reasons why the Luo Nyanza cannot vote for William Ruto. And ladies and gentlemen, as we move on to this, the Luo Nyanza region will have their own candidate. They will have their own candidate whom they are going to vote for. That is a very genuine concern. So what has William Ruto done? Ruto has allowed the registrar of political parties. The registrar of political parties is going to be given a mandate to register ghost projects. Yeah, they will register ghost parties, not projects. Let me give you an example. The former Nairobi governor, Mike Mbuvi Sonko. Wale mnajua Mbuvi Sonko. Mbuvi Sonko comes from the Ukambani region. He's been an influential politician within Nairobi. And Sonko has good standings in the Ukambani region. By the way, Sonko is the only politician, if he goes to Mombasa and decides to stand for governorship, he will win. He will completely win. Even the people who impeached him were trying to clip his influence across the Republic of Kenya, because he could have easily sailed to the position of the president. That was the mathematics. Now, this is what has been done. I am not saying that Mbuvi Sonko is William Ruto's project. The Kamba people, don't misquote me. I am just giving my own opinion. Yesterday or the other day, Sonko has been allowed to register a new party. And this new party, he has picked a Gen Z as the deputy party leader. The president of Kemu University, a lady. Sonko comes from Ukambani. When he comes from Ukambani, he comes from the same region where Kalonzo Musyoka comes from. So just ask yourself, if Sonko was very serious on supporting Kalonzo Musyoka, he could have joined Kalonzo Musyoka's party. But registering a new party is telling a future that will only take a political expert to tell you that political future. And the political future is, mark my words, Sonko's party is going to be largely used to divide votes in some regions. Mark my words and monitor this space. Sonko's party is going to be used to divide votes in some regions. Take it or leave it, that is a reality. That's number one. So as we speak, Sonko has a new party. And Sonko is a Mukamba. It comes from the Kamba region. Why register a new party when there's an existing party? That is number one. Number two, in the Mount Kenya region, some malls were dispatched. Number one, Moses Kuria. His party was revived after jumping out of Kenya Kwanza with clear instructions to go and try to neutralize Rigathi Gachagwa's influence in the Mount Kenya region. Those of you who followed the Mbere elections, Moses Kuria had a candidate. And this candidate divided some of the votes that could have allowed Gachagua to win against the UDA. Because UDA won with less than 500 votes. What if Moses Kuria, if he was genuine, and let me explain to you, if Moses Kuria was so genuine in his ambition against the Kenya Kwanza government, why didn't he support Rigathi Gachagua instead of fronting a candidate? So the little votes the Moses Kuria candidate got could have been a top-up to Rigathi Gachagua, the less than 500 votes that UDA won with could have come from Moses Kuria's candidate to Rigathi Gachagwa's candidate. So Ruto is also scheming on how he is going to divide the Mount Kenya region using proxy small parties. That is why Rigathi said yesterday, we know the schemes, but let us tell you, the smaller parties William Ruto is registering, we are going to spread 5,000, 10,000 votes. But I want to assure you, 7 million will come from the Mount Kenya region. It is not long. Si mbali sana. Maybe even Ndindi Nyoro might consider registering a party. Not because he wants to win an election, but because there are some political forces that are fighting to have some smaller parties. In Luo Nyanza, it will take time. If Luo Nyanza decided today to rally behind the ODM, as they have been doing, it will surely happen. But, as Ruto always does, is going to sponsor some chaotic scenes in ODM, and that party will divide itself to several sections. It's about time. Lastly, don't think the stealing of votes only happens at the ballot. Kaka Sungura, if I have a stronghold in region A, and this region A, a candidate in all regions, let's say a candidate is supposed to win with 10,000 votes. But Kaka Sungura, I am a popular candidate with a stronghold from region A, which has 8,000 votes out of the 10,000. So what will my opponents do? My opponents with influence and money, what they will do, they will go and sponsor candidates within my stronghold region so that the 8,000 votes can be divided among the participants, among the contestants. That is how they reduce influence. So Ruto is going to apply the same tactic. Ruto is going to apply the same tactic of, number one, having candidates in the Mount Kenya region. Number two, having candidates in Ukambani. Number three, having even candidates even from the Luo Nyanza region. Because Ruto knows is going to bag all the North Rift Valley. Is going to bag all the Rift Valley votes to his basket. Zote without a candidate. Because I don't think there will be a challenging candidate for the presidency. Number two, mumesikia, there is no vetting pale Northeastern. All those votes zitakuja kwa hii basket ingine. As Mount Kenya fights with votes among some candidates, as the Ukambani fights with votes among some candidates, as the Gusii region will be fighting with votes amongst the candidates, as the Western region will be fighting for votes amongst candidates, Ruto in the Rift Valley region will be bagging all the votes into one basket. That is how rigging is done. So it's a tactic that all of us need to study ahead of 2027. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.